Hello friends, welcome to our numerical session. Today we will be discussing some of the numericals. Let's start with the first problem. The problem I had already noted down for you people. So first of all we'll go through the problem and then we will try to find out what is given in the problem. Okay, so let us start. First of all we will go through the problem and then we will try to calculate what is given in the problem. Okay, the body of mass 30 gram. Okay, so means the mass of the body it is given, so m is equal to 30 gram. Okay, is thrown vertically upward with a speed of 15 meters per second. So body is thrown initially in vertically upward direction. So whatever it is velocity it is given, so I note it down as an initial velocity which is 15 meters per second. It is 15 meters per second. What it has been asked is find the work done by the force, means we have to calculate the work done. So W is equal to question mark. Okay, so now find the work done by the force of gravity during the time the body goes vertically upward direction. Okay, so for your sake of understanding I will just draw a diagram. Let us say this is a ground surface and the ball is thrown in vertically upward direction. Body is thrown with an initial velocity of 15 meters per second. So this is your initial velocity. As some body is thrown in vertically upward direction, so it will move it like this. Okay, let us call this as an A point, let us call this as an B point. Okay, so when the body is thrown with a certain velocity, it will go up, and after going a certain distance, it will be, after going a certain distance, let us say this is the maximum distance h which the body can go. At this point the velocity of the body will be 0, so it will be 0 meters per second. Okay, at this point your velocity will be 0 meters per second. So let us call it as an final velocity. So u is an initial velocity, v is a final velocity. Now what I have learned in the theory is that we have learned a work energy theorem. What work energy theorem tells us that the change in kinetic energy, that is final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy, it is nothing but the work done. So whatever the change in kinetic energy will be there, it will be converted into the work done. So this we have already studied in the theory part. So we will be just doing the same application of the work energy theorem over here. You can solve this problem by the law of conservation of energy as well. There are two methods, but we will start with the work energy theorem. Okay, so by work energy theorem, so we know the work energy theorem. So what is work energy theorem? Work energy theorem tells us that the change in kinetic energy, that is final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy, it will give us the work done. Okay, this is equal to work done on the system. Now see, in this case, what is final kinetic energy? It is 1/2 mv square. It is 1/2 mv square. What is initial kinetic energy? It is by 1/2 mu square. 1/2 mu square, and this will be nothing but the work done. Okay. So it's better to solve the problem in SI system. So what I'll do, I'll just convert this into a SI system, that is nothing but kilogram. So 30 into 10 raised to minus 3 kilogram. Now what I'll do, I'll just substitute the value. I know the final velocity is 0, so it is 1/2 m into 0. So first term will be 0. Okay, so first term will be 0. So I'll just simply get over here 1/2 mu square is equal to w. Okay, now so this is equal to 0 minus, therefore minus 1/2 into value of m is 30 into 10 raised to minus 3 into u square. U is 15, so we'll write 15 square is equal to, and W is the quantity which we need to find out. So W is equal to question mark. Now if I rewrite this, 2 ones are 2, 2 15s are 30. So it is minus 15 into 10 raised to minus 3. 15 square will be 225. This will be 225. So if I rewrite this, so work done is equal to, now I'll just do this simple multiplication. 15 5s are 75, carry 7. 15 2s are 30, 30 plus 7, that will be 37, carry 3. 15 2s are 30 plus 3, that is 3. This will be minus into 10 raised to minus 3. As we are solving our problem in SI system, so work done is in terms of joules. So this we can rewrite finally minus 3.375 joule, because it is 10 raised to minus 3. So I can shift 1, 2, 3 decimal points over here. So finally your final answer is 3.375 joule. Now you must be asking me one question. So why this work is coming out to be negative? Remember that when you are throwing the stone in the upward direction, so work is done against the gravitational force. So that is why it is coming out to be negative. So actually you can say that it is the work done by the gravity on the body. That is why it is coming out to be negative. I hope you have understood this problem. And similarly, or if you want to solve it by other method, what you can use the second kinematic equation, which is V square is equal to U square minus twice V square is equal to U square plus twice AS. In this case, A is the acceleration due to gravity, which you have to assume it as a G. Okay, if you substitute in this equation, you will get the displacement. How much is the displacement? And as the mass of the object is m, so the gravitational force acting on it is mg, and if you multiply this by s, or in this case we have considered the h, so we will write it as an h. So if you calculate this will come out to be mgh, and the answer you will get the same answer. Even you can try by this method as well. Okay. Now we'll move to our next problem. Now first of all we will note down the problem, and then we will try to solve the problem. Okay, so let us note down the problem. A Coulomb problem 2. A Coulomb lifts a load of 30 kilogram from the platform and puts on his head 2 meter above the surface of platform. Full stop. Calculate the work done. Calculate the work done by Coulomb on a load of 30 kilogram. Now first of all we will try to solve this problem. First of all we will go through the problem, we will find out what is given in the problem, and then we will try to find out what is asked in the problem. So first of all, just note it down, the given data. Okay, now see, a Coulomb lifts a load of 30 kilogram. Okay, so mass of the load it is given, which is 30 kilogram, Okay, 30 kilogram it is given from the platform and puts on his head 2 meter above the surface. So we can say that let us say this is the surface of the platform. Okay, and when the load is at this point, let us say this is A point. At this point, as load is at the rest position, so its initial velocity is 0, and pulley lifts this load above his head, which is 2 meters above. Okay, let us say this is point B. Okay, so h is nothing, 2 meter is nothing but the displacement or height above which the load has been lifted. Okay, now next it is given, calculate the work done by the pulley on a load of 30 kg. So that is W is equal to question mark. So it has been asked to calculate the work done. Now what we will do, if you remember, while discussing the laws of motions, we have considered that if a coolie lifts a load from the platform and if he keep that load on his head, the work done on the load is 0. Okay, so that we will verify over here. Okay, now see, as the load is lifted from the ground surface, when initially it was at the rest position, initial velocity is equal to 0. When the load is when load is on the head of the coolie, at that point also, as the coolie is stationary, so velocity of the load it is 0. So initial velocity and the final velocity both are 0. Okay, as initial and final velocities of load are 0, that is u equal to 0 and v equal to 0. So initial kinetic energy is equal to 0 and final kinetic energy is also equal to 0. So initial and final kinetic energy, it will be 0. Now we know that work energy theorem. What says the work energy theorem? Work energy theorem states that change in kinetic energy, it is nothing but the work done on the body. Kinetic energy, change in kinetic energy is nothing but the work done on the body. Now see, here the final kinetic energy is 0, initial kinetic energy is also 0. So change in kinetic energy 0 minus 0, it will be 0. So from this one we will get that work done on load is equal to 0. Work done on load, W is equal to 0. Some people might stop here only and they will say that, oh, they have asked us to calculate the work done by the pulley on the load. That is coming out to be 0. But remember, this is the work done on the load. Okay, and why it is coming out to be 0? Because the gravitational force acting on this luggage whose mass is m, it is mg, which is acting in vertically downward direction, and the pulley is applying a certain force to move this body from this point A point to the point B. So these two work dones, there has to be, suppose let us say that work done in upward direction and work done in downward direction, there has to be equal and opposite in direction. Then and only then this will become, they will cancel each other. Okay, so the work done by the gravity, this is the work done by the gravity. The downward it is work done by the gravity, and upward it is the work done by the pulley on the load. They are opposite and equal. That is why this work done is coming out to be 0. But what it has been asked in the problem is calculate the work done by pulley. So this will not be 0. This work done by the pulley, it will not be 0. Now how to calculate this work done? Okay, one thing what we will understand from this is that work done by the pulley, it is nothing but the negative of the work done by the gravity. Okay, so first of all, what we will do, we will try to calculate the work done by the gravity, and then we will calculate work done by the Coulomb. Okay, so let us call this as from this one. From this we can say the work done by Coulomb is negative to that of work done by gravity. Okay, so first of all we will try to calculate the work done by gravity, and if you change its sign, we will get the work done by the Coulomb. Okay, so let us say work done by gravity. Work done by gravity is WG, will say work done by the gravity, WG. Here it is work done by Coulomb, it has been asked, so let us say WC. So work done by the gravity, we know that if there is an object of mass m, then gravitational force acting on this object, it is mg. So, and formula for the work done is gravitational force into displacement. So here in this case the gravitational force acting, it is mg, and the displacement which is h, because the body is left from this place to this place, so this is h. Now remember here, this is the gravitational force, which is acting in vertically downward direction, and the displacement which is h, which is in the vertically upward direction. Now see, we had seen our earlier lecture that if the force which is in this direction and displacement if it is in this direction, if the work done and the force are in the displacement and the force are in the different direction, then your work done will be negative. So from this case I should be giving a negative sign over here. So my WG, it will be minus of mgh. Okay, so mass of the load is 30 kg, acceleration due to gravity is 9.8, and the height above which the body is lifted, it is 2 meters. So this will come out to be 30 into this will be 19.6. Okay, so I'll just do this multiplication. 3 6 are 18, carry 1, 3 9s are 7, 27 plus 1 28, carry 2, 3 1s are 3 plus 2, that is 5. So it is coming out to be 588, but its sign is negative joule. Okay, this is the work done by the gravity, but we have been asked to calculate the work done by the Coulomb. So therefore work done by Coulomb, WC, which is nothing but plus 588 joule, because it is negative of the work done by the gravity, that is why it is coming out to be plus 588 joule. I hope you have understood this, and it is a very good problem to actually understand the theory in better way. We'll stop here, and in the coming next lecture we'll discuss few more problems. Thank you.